As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visitors' sideline, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys knocked out the 3 seed a week ago and looking to keep things rolling here in the divisional round. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 12.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 20.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
It's a gain of 8. That's another
Motion man is Shakir.
An 8-yard pickup.
Now Allen.
Down, Buffalo.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Allen to throw once more. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it. But just
and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
For a guy still in his second year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos first down.
On play action, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now
here's Nix once more. And Sutton pulls it in over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Cortland Sutton. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and
Nix looking to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Gets past one man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. There again is Cooks, complete. From the 43, here's second down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Broncos' 43-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First down, Bill.
Here's Cook again to the 27-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen now looks to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up third down.
To the air, Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Cole Bishop on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
less than a yard.
On the sneak, it's Nix. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Broncos first down.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. Nix to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In motion, the tight end. Allen going to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And Oliver made the tackle.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second and 8.
Second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Broncos.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. So second and 4 from the 22.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the play. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Back to throw. Nix. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Palmer going in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Singleton on the tackle. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And it's third down.
Now Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it, too. And this, an absolute...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his third already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, here's Nix. Wide open receiver, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Joey Bosa brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
And both defenses back on their heels.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And we'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Nix from the shotgun. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
32-yard line.
That's taken in by Franklin. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second down and a yard.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A gain of 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Nix to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's another Broncos first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Nix's pass.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
21.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our look around the NFL starts.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Gain on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now a 2nd and 2.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Cook up the gut. Dances by him. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Cook. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Broncos 24.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They juked him. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
What's good on the extra point? And that gives them a 3-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's going to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Bills send the punter out, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 3rd down and 13.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Motion man is Shakir. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen going to run with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Open man is Palmer. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Bills first down.
Here's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
10 more yards. That's another Bills.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air, Allen. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Allen. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that.
And now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
A good call there by Sean McDermott to throw the flag. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Broncos 31.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Nix to the air. Open man right side is Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Complete to Evan Ingram. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Broncos first down.
Off the play fake, Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
19-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. To throw is Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Touchdown, Broncos! J.K. Dobbins from 3 yards out. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score. Broncos
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 14.
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Allen going to throw. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A nice little juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Nix. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And Sutton will have the Broncos first down as the tackle made down at the 33.
Broncos first down.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Now it's Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Allen now looks to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13
yards on the play. That's good for a Bills first down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd
now
and 8.
Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 11.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Palmer. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Palmer. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Handoff comes to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Open man, it's Palmer. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
First down, Bills.
To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a gain of 9.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Allen now on the option right. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Allen. And he is caught. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
7-yard gain. That's another Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.